Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing today? Hey there, folks. My name is Brad Varnell. This is the Infinite Crypto YouTube channel. Excited to be with you here on this amazing Tuesday morning, man. The sunshine is singing. The sunshine is singing. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. And we are ready to go on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Hope you are doing good. Hello to everybody in the chat. Hope you are having a fantastic morning. Let me get my screen shared here real quick, and let's get rolling. So one of the first things that I was going to talk about today was last week. Last week when we were talking about the Minotaur trading bot, I was showing you how everything was kind of in the red. The $1,000 that I had in there was down to like around 650, but it wasn't losses. It was the fact that the trading bot was buying as Bitcoin was going down, and I was talking about that. And I just wanted to show you guys this morning that it had went ahead just like I said that it would. If we click on this detail button and we go here, you can see, I don't know why these all failed, but you can see we had a bunch of sells that failed, but they had a bunch of sales that triggered too, and I'm not sure what the difference was. But anyways, we had a bunch of sells, and I told you that was going to happen as the market went up. This thing bought all the way down. Can't see if we go to the next page here. You guys can see this was buy all the way down the page, pretty much from October 3rd all the way to October 7th. And then we go to the last page here, and it's just sold everything. And now, as you guys can see, go back here to this page. For those of you that are able to see, great. If you can't see, I'll tell you. But we're going to get here to the futures page, and then we're going to click on where am I going here? There we go. Trading bots down here. So we can see now that we are up $45. We've got a total of $1,051.99 in the account. And we've got, right now, we've got 1,012 of that free. So that means that we've got about a $39 trade in play. But here we go. It goes back to the power. It's not a fortune because I've only got $1,000 that the bot is trading, but it's up 5%. And we were talking about that on the other live stream about a week or so ago when I talked about a Minotaur, was that it was going to be good for around 3 to 5%. In general, it was going to be, why does that not pop up here? What am I looking at? I'm looking at, there we go. Trying to figure out why it's showing that Google page, but that's okay. Not a big deal. But anyways, I wanted to reiterate, guys, right here, the top link in the description of this video is the Minotaur trading page. This is my affiliate link. Yes, if you do decide to go book a call with these guys and you buy the Minotaur trading system, I do get a small commission. And so, but here I am here at the top of the page. There's some other really incredible guys here. You all probably know Sam Price, and a lot of you probably know Tim Warren also split off from Crypto Jeb a while back. But anyways, I don't want to spend too much time on it. I just wanted to show you guys a quick update because I thought it was kind of cool. I'm learning this system a little bit for myself, and a lot of what I'm saying is stuff that I've learned from the Minotaur guys that are teaching me how it all works and answering my questions. So while I was very confident that as Bitcoin came back up, that this was going to turn into profit, it's still nice to see it there. And like I say, and 5% is nothing to sneeze at, especially since I didn't do anything. It literally took me, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes or so to set this up. Once I decided to add the trading bot to the exchange and had, got my exchange set up with Blowfin here, literally took Sebastian just a few minutes to show me how to connect everything properly. And ever since it's been connected, I just have been, letting it run. Let's see if we can go back to, I'm curious. So if we go back here to the very beginning, I did a couple of things. So there was a time where the bot was shut off because I was pulling some money out. You can see here on September 10th, there was a hard exit. I actually got out of the bot. Let's see if it shows when we got back in. So yeah, we didn't get back in until September 12th. And then, well, now it's showing a hard exit here too. Let me see. So it looks like around September 17th was when we had it all situated the way that I wanted it. So it has been a little over a month for that 5%. But all in all, I'm super happy with the way that has been performing. The other account that we wanted to that I wanted to talk about was the old account last week that we created these two trades on. So we created a trade on Solana, and we created a trade on Polygon. And as you can see here, if you're on a computer, if you're on your phone, might be too small. But the Solana trade is up a whopping 4.41%, $2.33 in USDT. The Polygon trade is down $4.57. So it's Polygon is still under. In fact, our entry price on Polygon was 2034, and right now it's sitting at 1992. Our liquidation, though, is all the way down at 1645. But for those of you that missed the show last week, both of these trades are relatively stagnant. They're pretty much where they were before we, as they were when we did them last week. So if you are looking for anything to, potentially throw a trade in on, those are two tokens that we looked at last week and that we liked. Let me see here. Dave says Solana ETF went live today. That's a good news. That's really good news. Mr. Daniel says another big reason to be alive, grateful for life. Amen to that, man. And I'm telling you guys, heaven is going to be pretty cool someday. But in the meantime, let's really appreciate the heck out of this life that we've been given and be grateful for what we have. Good morning, Nayan Jonah. Notifications are on. I love it, man. Notifications are on. I like it when you guys are here. I appreciate each and every one of you. We got Mr. Dave P. in the house. Mr. Greg Nowak, how you doing, brother? We got to talk. You told me some news a couple of months ago, and I haven't shared it with the group because I didn't feel like it was my place. But one of these days we gotta get on a phone call, see how everything's going, and would love at some point in time, if you give me permission, would love to share a little bit. But man, I hope you're doing great, man. You've been on my heart a lot lately, and hope you are doing wonderful, my friend. And look forward to catching up, man. We gotta hop on a phone call or a Zoom or something and spend a little bit of time together in the not too distant future. And then once again, Dave is here. Vanish, good morning, Vanish. How you doing, brother? Hope you are doing good. Everybody always says hi to Dave. Dave is popular around this joint. That's good. I'm glad that you guys are all friends. One of these days, I really would like, for us to all come together. Maybe next year. We got a lot of time to plan for it. So for those of you that weren't at Bitcoin 2025 in Las Vegas, if you guys could start planning, saving some money and getting ready to go to Bitcoin 2026 in Las Vegas. I don't know the exact dates yet. They're probably announced, but they did announce last year at the end of the Bitcoin conference that they were going to be doing it in Vegas again. I can't imagine a better venue. I kind of like the Miami Beach venue myself because I like traveling, and I really loved Miami Beach. When my wife and I went to Miami Beach for the Bitcoin conference in, I want to say 2022, or was it 21? It might have even been 2021. I know that I didn't have a whole lot. I don't remember how many subs I had back then when we first went, but the channel was pretty darn small. But anyways, that was one of our favorite vacations. We hop out of our hotel room, and there's a boardwalk where you're walking right along the beach, walk on the boardwalk, and we were seeing iguanas and some birds and different, just different nature on the boardwalk. And then we'd go to the conference for a few hours, and then we would go back and grab our swim trunks and head for the beach. Man, we spent at least an hour probably every single day out in the ocean and enjoying some nice restaurants there along the waterfront and stuff. So that was a fantastic trip. Probably not a trip that I would make just to take a trip, though. But if there was a conference like Bitcoin or something like that going on there, that would be incredible. But that's meaningless. I digress. That had nothing to do with anything. But Las Vegas, I think, is a lot easier for people to get to. There's a lot more stuff for them to do in the evening because most of the time the event kind of winds down and is over by 5 o'clock or so. So Vegas is probably a better spot for it to be than Miami Beach. So let me see here. Dave is famous here after Brad. Amen. Yeah, I can't think of the last time I did a live stream and Dave wasn't around. There's a lot of you guys that are here every single day, though. I mean, it's been a long time since I don't remember the last time Vanish wasn't here or Nayan, like some of the other ride or dies like Pablo Noodles and Tim G, Eric Bernstein. Kind of hit or miss a little bit. They're here a lot, but every once in a while they aren't. And including like today is a day that it doesn't look like they're here. Dave says, "Hey, Brad." Yes, sir. You got a question? So let's get on with a little bit of market update. I'm glad to have you here, man. I was going to tell you guys before we started that I only had about 15 or 20 minutes today. So something exciting is happening. You guys have been hearing about it for a long time. And that is your man, Brad, and his wife are getting ready to try to have a baby. And so we are getting ready to go to Colorado and do an IVF treatment. We're super, super excited about that. But we got a million things to do. I didn't want to just cancel the stream. I'd done that, a few weeks ago, a couple of times. I didn't want to cancel the stream. I thought I could jump on, give you guys a pretty good update and, show you these trades here that are still in play and, give you guys a couple of tidbits. But then I'm going to have to hop off of here. In the very near future. It's going to be a little bit shorter stream than normal, or maybe even a lot shorter stream than normal. But man, we are excited, and hopefully in the next, the whole process takes a couple, 2-3 weeks, depending on everything that goes on. There's a lot going on. I'll keep you guys updated, but hopefully we're basically taking the first step towards hopefully being able to tell you guys in the not too distant future that I'm going to be a father again. So I'm looking forward to it. I got a 22-year-old daughter and a 19-year-old son, and now we're getting ready to start all the way over from scratch. I know most people, a lot of people think we're crazy. It can be a little frustrating sometimes. Like, instead of just being supportive and thinking that's awesome, you'd be amazed at how many people kind of look at us like we got two heads and wonder why. Why do you want another kid when you got two that are all grown up? But for the most part, the people that matter, our friends, our best friends, and our good family, are all on board and excited about it, and so are we. So with that, let me get back into the update, because I am going to be hopping off of here very quickly today. So for those of you that were watching last week, we took out a trade on Solana at 196.78, and now it's 198. So it's still under 200. And both of these trades, if you couldn't see, are 5x leverage. One of the things that we talked about on the stream last week was how important it was to keep these trades in play until the market decides to take off. And so I didn't want to have to watch them every second. Didn't want to have to do a bunch of ladder trades. So we just did 5x leverage, and I mentioned that 3x leverage would be even safer, but I feel pretty comfortable with 5x leverage. So we took out a trade on Solana at 196.78. It's 198.18. So that still looks like a ripe spot to take out a leverage trade potentially on Solana, not financial advice. And then the other one that I really liked was Polygon, sitting at 20 cents, 2034. So just over 20 cents. Right now it's at 1988. So it's just under 20 cents. And man, I think anytime you can get a trade in on Polygon at under 20 cents, that's a good opportunity. If we go over here, one of the things I wanted to show you real quick was I think another token that I'm really close to doing some trading with is Chainlink. I just think that Chainlink is kind of coiled up and is ready to make a move. I think it's going to run when it starts to take off. I think it's going to go from 18 to 25, maybe even 29 relatively quickly. I don't think it's going to take a long time, maybe a week, 2 weeks for it to jump all the way up. It hasn't really, if you take a look at this token, this is for, let's go for the last year here. You can see it only touched, this $28, $29 range once way back in December. It's kind of come up into the 20s here a couple of times, around 25. But I think that the next move that it makes is going to be the one that carries it back up towards its previous all-time high, which was $52 about 4.5 years ago. So that is another one that is high up on my list. We also mentioned it briefly last week, but I just don't see how you can go wrong on Avalanche here at under $20 either. If we take a look at Avalanche, we can see it also had that peak right at around $50. Same kind of time frame, in that December time frame. And then it hasn't, it's gone all the way up here back in September. It rose all the way up to like 33, and now it's beaten all the way down to under $20. So this is another one. If you're looking at this chart, yeah, it's had a couple of dips underneath, 20, but for the most part, this feels like a pretty solid floor, and this is just another solid token. So those are two more if you're looking for something to potentially throw some funds into. That is another token that I would take a close look at. And then last but not least, let's get down here a little deeper. Well, it's not last but not least, but Polkadot, $3.13. I love that. And then if you really want to get down a little farther down the rabbit hole, where'd my V chain go? Should be right in this group here, along with Adam and a couple other tokens. Man, Caspa, Caspa beating all the way down here. But yeah, V chain, man, V chain at 1.7. Holy smokes. That to me is a really great opportunity. Really, really, really great opportunity, guys. I'm trying to figure out, like, it's almost like it never recovered from, this October 10th. 0.175. I'm curious here. I don't think I have any funds really on BYDFi right now. Let's see what we got going on here on the spot chart. Let's go down here and hit transfer. See what we got, if we got any money from spot. 35 whopping bucks right there. That's what I'm going to do. I love VeChain. VeChain to me at 17 cents is just an absolute steal. I'm going to get a little trade in here. I don't have a lot of funds on the exchange right now. Today or tomorrow is payday. Got a nice chunk of USDC hitting my wallet today or tomorrow. So I will, especially if it's still down here, I will take advantage of that. So we're going to go here. We're going to type in VeChain. There we go. And guys, this one, it's only 35 bucks, and it's down so low that I'm going to take a chance here at a 10x leverage trade on VeChain, especially since it's only a $35 trade. But we're going to hit there. We're going to go here. 1717 looks like a fun number. Hit long, and boom. See what happens here. I was hoping that would execute. Hopefully it's not on its way up. It's 1718. So once again, not financial advice. You guys got to do what you got to do. But I love VeChain. I've met the founder, Sonny Liu, a couple of times. Actually have conversations with him on Telegram, and I've never really done a whole lot of videos on VeChain. One of the things that I got away from over the last year and a half, I haven't done a whole lot of videos like I used to do. And I probably should get back to it a little bit. But back in the day, like I said, it's been a long time. But back in the day, I was doing... See, most of these are like interviews, and then we went to the live stream format for the interviews. But if we get all the way back here to, man, this is a long time ago, guys. Holy smokes. Sometimes I look at my thumbnails and it amazes me how much we have, changed thumbnails over the, over the year. But so like this video right here, this was, Coinbase-backed Aerodrome Finance and how to buy it and why it could 100x. So this was a video that I did well over a year ago. It looks like this was back at my last place, at my last house. Reminds me, I got to find that picture right there. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I don't know where that went. Hey, buddy, have a good day. I was thinking you were a 9 o'clocker today, but not so much, huh? 10 to 6 though. Okay. Love you, man. We'll see you tonight. Anyways, I used to do these deeper dive videos, 10, 15-minute videos, deep dives on different stuff. this one was a little bit longer. It was 30 minutes, but talked here about, I want to say like in this, here, Solidus AI tech. This reminds me, this is a little off topic and I really do got to get going, but Solidus reminds me of, a token that has really gotten the heck beat out of it. And I'm starting to wonder if it's going to make a comeback. But this thing topped out at, 50 cents a little over a year ago, March of 2024. And at 2.4 cents, this is a token that I still would have I mean, at 2.4 cents, I think it's probably worth giving a dollar or two, too. We were talking yesterday about staying away a little bit from staying a little bit away from some of these like lower market cap gems, but this is still sitting at 41 million. And so that's a little extra there that, you guys do with that what you will. But I really like AI tech, and still have some in one of my wallets somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. This VeChain trade, oh man, I hate it when that happens. So it never executed. And instead, it's gone up to 1726 when we've put in our buy order in at 1717. So, and now it's running 1728, 1729. I don't feel like going through all the hassle of canceling it, trying to make a new one. And then I guarantee you what always happens to me when I try to do something on one of these candles like this, inevitably I get the trade to execute, and then it goes right back down, red line, like over here, kind of. So I'm going to see what happens. Hopefully that trade will execute. If not, if it gets all the way up to like say 1750 or so, I'll probably go ahead and make it happen. So last but not least, want to pop over here to CoinGecko. Bitcoin is sitting at 115 grand. It feels like it wants to go up. It feels like it wants to make our lives easier. Let's take a quick peek there. This is Mr. Crypto Lifer. What did I do here? I just want to take this little slide bar here and slide it down. There we go. So like here, you can see this was at 9:12 a.m. Kind of, you can't really, that chart is small, but that line going up is basically what, like one of the last things that Crypto Lifer, said and is talking about here. Bitcoin looking for the 1 hour to bounce off the 21-day moving average. So Bitcoin bearish move to watch for. The 4 hour will have to lose the 200 moving average as well. I am projecting the flag, as I keep saying. So here's the trading view. So so far, he's been right. He made this call when Bitcoin was at around 114,655. Bitcoin right now is at 115. So I hope that he is right. This is taking a measured move all the way up to almost $120,000. So do with that what you will, guys. Like I say, not financial advice, but I'm leaning more bullish than I am bearish at this point. And so if you got a few dollars sitting on the sidelines and you're thinking about maybe making a trade or two, then I definitely would say you got my blessing. I think it's probably a good time to maybe start slowly setting some trades back up and getting back into the market. So with that, guys, I'm not going to officially announce that tomorrow's live stream is canceled, but I'll keep you updated. So basically, if you go to my YouTube channel here and you click on live, you can see the live stream here set up for tomorrow. I will go into the live chat and let you guys know if for some reason this is going to be getting canceled. I'll type something into the chat so that you know, but there's some possibility that we're going to be right in the middle of stuff and not be able to get on and do a live stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to give you guys I'm going to say there's about a 75% chance that we won't be doing the live stream tomorrow and about a 25% chance that we will. So I'll try to keep some Twitter posts going, some stuff in the Telegram groups to kind of give you guys an idea of what we got going on and where we're at and all of that kind of stuff. And if I don't see you tomorrow, I definitely look forward to seeing you back here on the next live stream on Monday. So with that, guys, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for being here. I know it was kind of a short show, but hopefully you got some value. And if you got a little extra time, you got about a half an hour or so that I didn't take up, maybe go do a little bit of research on your own, double check what I'm saying, and good luck to you if you decide to go play some trades. Dave P once again mentions first Litecoin. Litecoin and HBAR ETFs launched today too. That's an interesting update too, because HBAR is another one of my favorites. I didn't notice it as I was scrolling down, but yeah, and you can see here it's already up 11%, guys. 11% today. But it's still only at 20 cents. And as far as I know, I do not have any HBAR trades in play right now. So that's another one that I will have to take a look at and potentially get another trade in. HBAR has been one of my most profitable trades by a long shot. So, all right, guys, I love you all. God bless you. Have a fantastic day. And we will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now.